Thank you.
Random, are you sure you know what you're doing? This isn't going to be a field trip, you know. We may not come back.
And the bounty for this one will more than make up for it.
If you're around to spend it, that is.
Gillian, let's get going.
Let's just go in. All right, Ren, let's go. 150 miles. Yeah, is that what?
That translates to.
Yeah, he did. With like no helmet, he probably just got like all kinds of bugs in his teeth and stuff. You do random.
Oh. I'm ready for it. Oh, wait, what the fuck does he sound like? I'm ready for anything. That's the voice I'm gonna do.
All right, I'll open the door.
It's really quiet in here. It looks stupid.
Let's get out of here.
Let's go get on my unicycle thing again.
Let's go get a cheeseburger. There has to be an entrance to the lower level in here somewhere. Welp.
You guys have any dental floss? These bugs are really fucking a problem right now.
Tastes gross. Floor. There are no new footprints. Apparently things have been left this way for a number of months. The only footprints are those that we left. So we are the only ones who've been in and out of here, eh? Nothing has changed since our last visit. Oh, I know where it is.
So that means that nobody's in here.
That would appear to be the case. I can actually detect any footprints besides ours.
Gotta find the basement.
Yeah, that was in room 3, right?
Yeah.
With the slidey desk?
Yeah. Pitch black in here, ain't it?
Maybe if both Ren and Magile and I both push the desk at the same time, we can get it to move.
Maybe.
There's something in this room that we haven't examined yet.
Well, let's hurry and check it out. Jeez.
I skipped a bunch of dialogue there.
Yeah.
They run under the desk. Perhaps the desk is designed to slide.
I think you're right.
Okay. So just investigate the desk.
Maybe look at the bars now.
Oh yeah, crap. What's this? Face to face. Doesn't this look like the picture on the wall in the chief's office?
I guess. That's a famous optical illusion, isn't it? I get it. Their eyes don't register. We better check it out.
It's not something a human would notice easily. It could be a sign of some kind.
A kind sign.
Kind sign. I bet this face is some kind of switch. Alright, I'll try lifting it up.
Whoa.
Yeah, there we go. That's
Sub
what I'm
drop.
talking about. The desk slid to one side, revealing a stairway leading down.
This apparently leads down to a lower level.
It looks like Jamie was right. Queen's Hospital does have a basement.
And that basement is the Snatcher's main lair. Out of the frying pan and into the fire, as they say. Well, what do we do now, Gillian?
Peep. Yo, peep this shit, yo.
It appears to go straight down. The door is visible below. Unlike the hallway, these stairs do not have any dust on them.
Yeah, in other words, our friends use this, right? Shit.
Don't worry, it's well built.
Oh, if these stairs can handle a Snatcher, they won't have any trouble with us.
I don't read anything at the moment. Descend stairs.
Very narrow stairway. We'll have to go down single file.
Okay, who's going to take
Just like
the
in
point?
school.
It's obvious. The guy with the light.
Hey, that's not fair.
Fuck you, dude. You're a robot.
Your life literally means nothing.
Yes.
Well, well. we have here?
The same place, but lit.
Little corridor.
It's the same hallway, but not the one that's on the first floor.
So what does that mean?
An entire floor of Queen's Hospital has been duplicated underground.
So the same floor is upstairs and downstairs. Sort of like parallel worlds.
So that desolate setup upstairs is all just a smokescreen. They're making it look like the place is closed down, but in reality, they're keeping themselves quite busy.
Gillian, that means we're already right in the middle of their headquarters.
Oh.
Please use extreme caution.
Is that extreme just like X dash stream? Or what are we talking?
There's a reception booth in the middle of the floor is upstairs, and there are 3 doors on the hallway. Everything is exactly the same.
It's like we jumped through time or something. It's fucking weird.
So let's see if we can... There's switches here to open the doors. What's this? Unlike the first floor, there are only 2 door switches. Alright, I'll push which one. Door 1 opened. Let's go there. Alright, let's check out the first room. Whoa. The lights are on, unlike upstairs. Look over. Alright, let's look over the entire room.
Oh!
A skelly man! It's a Snatcher! Don't scare me like that, it's just a specimen. There's nothing of note besides the medical equipment. Besides the standard X and gamma rays, it can also project neutron and proton particle beams with this equipment. I would suspect that it is used in cancer treatment. These are the monitors for ultrasound, MRI scanners, and other imaging equipment. They are already connected to the nearby machines. Surfaces of the beds still seem quite warm, as if someone was laying here until just moments ago. I'm not picking up any movement, at least not anymore. There was some movement, but I've lost it now. This is rather grotesque. It's somewhat distorted. It's somewhat distorted for a medical monocle that's quite inaccurate. Do again. When you look at them like this, there isn't much difference between them and humans, is there? Yeah, and I've been blowing their heads off since the beginning of the game. Oh, I already did this one. Talk. I wonder if this is where they carry out their treatment.
Sure looks that way, dude.
Oh yeah, it's just that same smell you get just about any hospital and operating one, that is. Whoa, the smell from those drugs can knock a guy down. Okay.
Drugs.
Well, that's it then. Let's trash the place.
Yo, just relax. Take a look at the other rooms too, dude.
Oh yeah. Let's go out in the hall. Let us fight. Out in the hall. Green. Take a room in that second look.
Take a room. Oh, eyeballs.
Floaty eyeballs. Look at this. Some kind of test equipment is running.
That's a real nasty sound. Gets on my nerves.
Phew, what a smell.
Ugh. Smells like rotting fish or something. That's the smell of decomposed protein.
So that's the smell of cancer sin cells, like Gibson wrote about, eh? I can't stand the smell. This room is illuminated with red light. It makes for a very disquieting atmosphere. What are they doing here? What with all these samples? This looks a lot more like a place to treat skin cancer. Argon lasers, argon dye lasers. It's a device for selectively destroying certain types of cancer cells. They also have the latest gene cannon. Gene cannon?
That sounds brutal.
I guess in the future at concerts, they don't just use t-shirt cannons, they use jean cannons too. Everything is quite neatly organized. There are samples here of monoclonal antibodies. Monoclonal antibodies? One of those. What in the world is that?
That's what we're trying to figure out.
Antibodies which are said to have beneficial effects on cancerous melanomas. There's no mistake, this is definitely their maintenance hospital. DNA synthesizers, DNA sequencers, a nucleic acid extractor, chromatography equipment, automatic pipetting devices.
Another big word.
That's a particle accelerator used to generate a stream of heavy particles for a number of different treatment techniques. The machine is in standby mode. This is quite an impressive array of equipment. Some university hospitals are not stocked this well. NMR, nuclear magnetic resonance microscopes, STMs, scanning tunnel microscopes, high voltage electron microscopes, electron beam holography, cameras, street cameras, catch them streakers that run out baseball and soccer fields. Gillian.
Ash, you mean stalkers.
Gillian, the Snatchers obviously possess much greater intelligence we have previously given them credit for. Nevertheless, their technology seems what dated. Dated? What do you mean by that? Like somebody took them out on a date? The equipment and techniques they are using. Most of these methods were abandoned years ago. This is well behind the current level of technology in most developed countries. It's a rough approximation, but I would say that they are 20 to 30 years behind the times. What's more, judging from the imbalance of research material here, it appears to be primarily the work of one individual. You're telling me that all this work on the Snatcher's artificial skin is being carried out by one person, and not some government institution? The design of this lab itself is in violation of a number of the biohazard Resident Evil in America prevention safety codes. While a few safety cabinets have been installed, there is no auto save or gas sterilizer anywhere. This is quite far from P4 level. I think that's supposed to be a B.
Yeah.
Or C. I seriously doubt that this lab was set up by government or any other large organization.
Oh, random, you're still standing there.
Don't you have any input? This seems to be the real biotech research lab.
Oh, now it's my turn to talk, I guess. Looks like Frankenstein could show up any minute.
You're referring to the monster or the doctor?
Doctor.
It is well equipped with micro manipulators, various types of lasers. It has a microsurgery system. Oh, wrong one. There are a number of jars from formaldehyde and other chemicals. Acids. There are a number of machines for biotech experiments. It seems they are quite serious about their work. They are all the finest quality monitors, microscopies, and the like.
Samples mutated cells and organs with tumors. I don't want to look at this stuff.
Look at it!
Look at it.
Better investigate those containers.
I'd rather go get a gyro, a gyro.
There are a number of cell cultures and other specimens. It's all rather grotesque.
Grotesque. I like that word.
Dates on the samples indicate they're rather neat.
It's a fun word to say.
What, grotesque?
Grotesque.
Smell the containers. Yuck. I think I'm gonna be sick.
Going straight to yuck.
Yuck.
Go burning yuck.
Talk. What do you think? Sure looks like we found their hideout to me.
Let's take a look at the room next door.
When do we get to trash the place? Let's get out of here.
Ugh, I feel sick, dude. Gotta trash some stuff. Bruh. Get trashed and trashed. Ow.
That door's closed. Well, how do you open it? Gillian, please be more quiet. They'll hear us.
What?
What are you talking about? It says morgue.
Oh, hell yeah, more goo.
Morgue? As in where dead bodies are kept?
Uh-oh. We're gonna start dealing with some Snatcher zombies.
Yeah. It's a very heavy door. Strength alone won't be enough to open it. The third door is just the other two, except it says morgue on it. No, crap. Bless you. They are the same doors as we saw on the first floor.
Christ.
There are no doorknobs or handles. It cannot be opened manually. Alright, let me investigate the switches then. There are only 2 buttons here. I wonder how one can get the third door open. There must be some kind of trick or something. I mean, there's only 2 buttons. Why don't we check out the other 2 rooms until we figure out how to open the third door? Okay.
That was me. That's me.
Huh?
That was random saying that.
Oh. My bad.
No, it's all.
Look. Oh, let's look at the Skelly Man. It's a model of human skeleton, no doubt used for anatomical study.
This is making me sick.
Appears to be a standard operating table. Cable runs from a number of machines around the room. Various X-ray devices have been installed in the ceiling. There's an operating table in the middle of the room. This appears to be the real treatment area. With these lights, it actually looks like a real hospital. There's nothing of note besides the medical equipment. The lens has been polished quite nicely. They're switched off. There's getting power. The equipment is in standby mode. The surface of the bed is still quite warm as if some moments ago. Yeah, I saw that on there. This is odd. The reading comes and goes. Probably a sensor malfunction on my part. Well, fix it.
Yeah.
When you look at them like the blah 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 blah. Alright, let's take a look over the entire room. Skelly Man's gone. We were just investigating it.
Yeah, that's weird, isn't it?
The skeleton is gone?
It was definitely there a moment ago. I turned to blow my nose or something, and then it went away.
Give me that sweet music.
Gillian, watch it! Ah!
T-800!
Shoot it!
Aim for the head. Looks like I'm gonna have to put you down.
Did I get it?
The Snatcher's functions have been terminated. There's no doubt now that this is their maintenance facility. This one was probably still waiting to get its artificial skin installed.
So this is what they really look like, huh?
Yeah, that's the scariest thing about them. You can't tell them from real people once they've got that skin on.
Perhaps that's humanity's great weakness. We're always judging books by their cover.
And it's just that
But we're not talking about books.
to take advantage.
All right, Random. Metal, let's go. The HQ's junk squad can take care of him later. We've got an investigation to do.
Shoot him! Shoot him! Shoot him!
That's some Joe Meredith work right there.
Hell yeah.
Green bomb. I think it's definitely dead or terminated this time.
It looks like it spewed out oatmeal.
Yes, it's all its functions have ceased. I don't read any residual energy either.
I did last time, but I didn't tell you about it.
Yeah, I decided to keep it to myself.
Are you hit, Gillian? Damn. You got a big old hole in your belly.
Yeah, but just once. Don't worry. Just a flesh wound.
That was quite a tough customer. You got a few hundred of those together, and that would be it.
Bleh.
Bleh.
Gillian, let's get on with our investigation.
Let's smell it.
It smells like dead Snatcher. Its functions have been completely terminated. It won't be moving again. The remains of the Snatcher are on the floor. Smell. It smells like burning machinery. The stench on that snatcher we wasted is still around. I wonder why. So it looks like this is where they're doing their treatment.
And the proof is over there on the floor.
No longer reading movement. There's nothing around with it. Okay. There's not right now. There's pretty real trip. Alright.
Just like the last one. You never know when they might pop out. Keep your blaster ready, Gillian.
Yeah, where were you on that one, random?
So, Gillian, now it's down to just room number 3.
Yeah, but we still don't know how to open the door. This room's PC
Well,
it's well equipped with micro manipulators, various types of lasers, and has a microsurgery system. Vast number of drawers almost suggests a museum. There are a number of machines for biotech experience. Seems they are quite serious about their work. They are finest. Perhaps they are culturing skin cells. Gross. Room is illuminated with a red light. Makes for a very disquieting atmosphere. Argon lasers, argon dye lasers. Device. Talk.
that skeleton back there was probably waiting to get a skidder. Sorry.
Do you think this place is only used for skin treatment? Gillian, please be more quiet. They'll hear us.
Well, they just shot the place up. I'm sure they know we're here.
Yeah, it's like blaster fire. Taste of sounds indicate they're out of new. DNA.
Yeah.
Bless you.
God, Lord.
God Lord.
God, Lord.
Yeah.
Eyeballs are going fucking nuts.
I see everything. Never seen by okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, but we gotta figure out how to get in there. Let's just move to the door again. Oh. 1 and 2 at the same time.
Yeah. That was my idea.
Alright, let's try pushing both buttons simultaneously.
The two buttons are on
That's you.
opposite teams, so
Thank
there's no way one person can push them both alone.
Well, it's a good thing there's 3 of us here.
That's it, Gillian. It makes perfect sense. It's the same system they used to use in nuclear missile silos in the late 20th century.
Yeah, didn't you ever watch Goldeneye?
Yeah, for real.
Going nuts and acting alone.
Well, it's hard to be sure, but let's give it a try anyway. I've got button 1. Random, you push number 2. You ready? On 3.
3.
1, 2, 3. Come on!
Come on! Hey.
Door number 3 opened.
With safety measures like that, they must have had a good reason for wanting to keep it closed.
So advanced with the 2-button pressing technique.
Yeah.
No one will ever figure that out. It would take at least 3 people to figure that out. Maybe just 2 in a robot.
Yeah. 2 humans and a not snatched robot. Are you ready, random? Let's have a look at the last room.
Dude, beautiful.
Nice.
God!
We are going to eat you.
Ah, there it is.
It's
You seen this too?
Yeah, I've seen this.
Victims of the Snatchers.
well, it doesn't
was one of the
look like
gifts that I
whoever
sent
put
to
here
Joe.
was worried about making sure they would rest in peace.
No, it doesn't. These have got to be their victims.
This is probably where they hide the bodies of the originals they snatch from places like Outer Heaven.
They probably picked Outer Heaven because it gets a lot of VIP traffic. Plus, during masquerade time, they could work the place and still keep their identities secret.
Yeah, and the guy who set up the link between them and outer heaven was Freddy, that taxi driver. They must have gone after him not because of who he was, but what he did. After all, with a taxi, there's plenty of chances to milk your customers for information. That's
gross.
probably how they learned about outer heaven and Plato's cavern.
I've been wondering what they had done with the bodies.
Want to hide a book? What better place than the library? Need to hide a body? How about the morgue?
And for them, keeping the bodies hidden is crucial. I mean, if somebody who's supposed to be dead is out walking the streets, it wouldn't be too hard to figure out that something screwy is going on.
That means that if we can figure out who these bodies were, then we've just nailed 4 snatchers.
Interesting.
It appears to have been a proper morgue at one time, but now is being used as little more than a closet. The only thing in the room besides the bodies is some dust and scraps, as well as the maggots infesting the newest body. Gross.
Roti.
Smell it. Phew, what that stench. So that's what rotting protein smells like. The decomposition process releases numerous gases. Ugh, what a horrible smell. Let's take a closer look at this guy.
God, it looks awesome.
A number of different insect larvae have infested the body. It hasn't been well preserved, to say the least.
But it's definitely a human body.
the insects infesting your decomposed body can be divided into 8 large groups. Each of those groups works on the body for roughly 15 days, making it an 8 by 15 day or 4-month cycle. As such, an analysis of the variety, number, and size of the organisms on the body allows a rather accurate estimation of which group is currently present. In other words, you can figure out how long the victim's been dead without analyzing the body itself, right? On this particular body, flies have laid eggs, and the maggots have grown into adult flies, so it has been less than 30 days since death. Excuse me. As for the other 3 bodies, 1 full cycle has been completed. Been. So at least 4 months have passed. Number different. Oh, I literally just did that. The only thing in the room besides the body is some dust. In this particular body, 4 months. Oh, wall. There's a ventilation duct on one side of the room. There is a cover on the duct, but it has been weakened by oxidization. Warm air is flowing from the vent. It apparently a rather large duct. A rather large duct? I thought we were fighting snatchers.
So this is the vet office.
Yeah. Now what? It's trusted somewhat, but it appears that it could be easily removed. Well, then, remove it.
Investigate it.
Use Metal Gear to throw through the vent cover.
Pick him up and throw his ass.
One of the bodies is still decomposed. The other 3 are a little more than skeletons.
The skeleton appears to be eating maggots.
Yeah, we'll save it. Just in case. Never know when a snatcher might jump out and invade your body, snatcher. It appears that they're just using this room to hide the bodies. I don't see anything except for that ventilation duct. The positions of the bodies suggest that they were simply thrown into the room. Yeah, okay. The The only thing in the room besides the bodies is some dust scraps as well as maggots fastened into his body. Never different in say. Cause of death. That.
Yeah.
Can you determine the cause of death? The bodies are severely damaged. Such determination will require more extensive facilities than are available here. What about the identity of the victims? The fiction is gone. They were careful to make sure the identities didn't get out. Even if they had teeth, we might be able to make an id.
What about these teeth here?
This one's got teeth. I'm looking right at them.
Yeah.
They've been deliberately misaligned to prevent identification. Then I guess we'll never be able to ID them. Rest in peace, mystery dead bodies.
Sorry about your teeth.
It's rather painful. There is a way. What? How? We can perform a simulated reconstruction. Unfortunately, the skulls of the victim are still intact.
Reconstruction, eh? Good idea. Glad I thought of it.
Great idea. Always kind of wet up the belly, huh?
Yes.
Well, let's do it. Reconstruct corpse. Metal, let's do the reconstruction thing on the bodies.
You know, my idea.
Reconstruction of the head and facial features of each of the victims. Commencing with victim number 1. Now performing craniometric analysis. X-ray and sagittal X-ray, magnetic resonance imaging, and positron CT data gathered. Complete cranial data now being compiled. Craniometric analysis complete. Now commencing reconstruction. First, victim's age. Estimate based on 1. Presence or absence of cranial fontanelles and chroma of epicranial sutures. 2. Area of facial region and cranium. 3. Height of upper and lower jaw and development of alveolar part. And 4. Location of cranial center of gravity. Next, victim sex. Estimate based on 1. Overall size of cranium. 2. Parietal bone angle. And 3. Development of splachocranium. Lastly, victim's race. Estimate based on 1. Overall cranial configuration. 2. Volume of intercranial cavity. And 3. Mass of the skull. Now commencing soft feature reconstruction based on average results of above analysis.
It's gonna be Gillian.
Yeah.
Reconstructing. Initial phase completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race 10% based on use of average values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features. Reconstruction of head of first victim completed.
It's Freddie Nielsen.
Moving on to second victim. Now commencing reconstruction of features of victim number 2.
Just gonna gloss over the fact that we know that guy.
Analysis.
Yeah.
Complete cranial data now being compiled using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction.
I don't trust your display. It says scamming in the middle.
Commencing reconstruction as the previous reconstruction. Reconstructing. Initial phase completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race 10% based on use of average values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features. Reconstruction of head of second victim completed.
That's Lisa Nielsen.
Oh, those are the ones we already blasted.
Now commencing reconstruction of features of victim
Yeah, we
number
definitely
2.
blasted them.
Now starting craniometric
Yeah, see, it says scamming.
It straight up does.
techniques as the previous reconstruction. Analysis complete. Now commencing reconstruction using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Reconstructing.
Uh-oh.
Initial phase completed.
Uh-oh.
Margin of error
It's
on
Napoleon.
victim's race 10% based on use of average values. Now adding
Fucking
postulated hair and
Santa.
eye features.
Oh.
Reconstruction of head of third victim completed.
Who in the world is that?
That's the director of Queen's Hospital, Shin Fui, what's his face?
Shin.
Oh, Gillian. Moving on to last. Now
The
commencing
original
reconstruction
chin.
of features
Yeah,
of
the
victim
original
number
chin.
4.
This one's the most recent. It's still decomposing.
Now starting craniometric analysis. Complete cranial data now being compiled using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction.
Somebody's phone ringing?
Craniometric analysis complete. Now commencing reconstruction using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Reconstructing. Initial phase completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race 10%.
It's the same guy.
Average
Yeah.
values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features. Reconstruction of head of final
Chief.
victim completed.
Yeah.
Bah!
It's the chief. What?
Always has been.
The chief is a Snatcher. The
who sabotaged our turbo cycle. And those matches we found in Harry's room, the chief must have put them there to try to set him up.
What a douche.
Get out and decided to leave that face-to-face
Bless you.
Wait a minute.
Thank you.
Didn't Mika say that they had left to go find the chief?
That's right.
Harry's in danger.
They're trying to track down some evidence on the chief.
Gillian, I'd say that this Harry has put himself in a pretty dangerous spot.
If it was the chief that sabotaged the turbo cycle, doesn't that mean that he already knows we're onto him?
Damn, Harry and Mika are in danger.
Oh no.
That's far enough, Junker.
Uh-oh.
Your little investigation is over.
Are you Nixon?
Them!
Who? Snatchers?
Are you a crook?
I'm
crap.
not a crook.
Oh,
Oh, my fucking arm.
that was somehow worse than the shot I took earlier.
Oh shit.
My arm! I can't reach my blaster!
I'm hit in the leg.
Is that what you can do, Junker?
Who's there?
Chin!
Hold your base,
You all, you scum!
or belong to
You still
us.
have some fight left in you. You two are finished, but our plans move forward. We are now entering phase 2. And when we do, not only this city, but the entire world will be ours to command.
Phase 2? What are you talking about?
No, our operations have been hindered up to now by the flaws in our artificial skin. The skin's shortcomings have kept us away from ultraviolet rays, forcing us to do our work at night, underground, or in the winter. In the end, we had to construct a hospital like this.
We're in Forks, Washington, or whatever,
In our
wherever
artificial
Twilight takes
skin.
place.
This was the only
Or like when it's
difference
like pretty
between us
cloudy out.
and you humans. But now we have broken this barrier.
Huh?
We are on the verge of developing a perfect artificial skin, thanks to the cooperation of a new partner in our plan.
Perfect artificial skin? A new partner?
We have the new skin.
What I
Nothing will
said.
be able to stop us. And with that, our plan moves to phase 2. Our little experiment in this city will end, and we'll move in force to take over the world.
Don't be so sure. You won't get out of the city that easy.
You humans are always so overconfident, so naive.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking
Sure
about?
you're aware that the Kyoto Summit, being held to decide how to handle the Snatcher problem, opens tomorrow.
Metal, is that right?
Yes. Countries around the world are concerned about the Snatcher problem. It will be one of the main topics discussed at this year's summit.
That's right. Tomorrow, we attack the summit.
You must be crazy.
He's kind of doing a
Incredible, you won't even get close.
Must I explain everything to you?
a little bit of
Aren't you even aware that a fellow junker will be
Was it-
giving a special presentation at the summit?
Igor. Igor,
Chief
I think.
Cunningham. So
The
that's
actor.
why
I can't remember. I can't remember.
Known that your chief would be speaking at the summit for over 3
Yeah, I'm
months
not
now.
sure.
Gillian, the summit is tomorrow. We have to hurry.
It's at Kyoto.
We're kind of.
We have your chief. You junkers are at our mercy, and so is this city. And tomorrow, we move on the world. Nothing can stop us now. We will
Oh, excuse me.
finally achieve our long-awaited goal of global domination.
Who is this we you keep talking about?
We are an evolved life form, given life in the depths of the Kremlin by our creator, Modnar. We are a new race.
Oh.
Modnar?
That's pretty cool.
Kremlin? Those names are familiar, but
Our goal is to snatch all of
But it
the
means
world's
nothing,
secrets
really.
and achieve total control of human thought and worldwide racial unification.
You're insane. Humanity won't be so easily dominated. You underestimate the strength of the human spirit.
I think not. In the same way as the Nazis, our strategy begins with the overpowering of the spirit of the people. We will strike at you humans' weakest point, the most primitive part of your psychological makeup, your suspiciousness and fear. By provoking suspicion and mistrust throughout the populace, we will destroy that fragile fabric which holds your society together.
Excuse me, did you say Frabic?
Fear is you humans'
What was that word?
point. It is the primitive part of your brains that binds you forever to your animal ancestors and makes you vulnerable. By stimulating that part of your atavistic instincts, our plan can succeed magnificently.
Gillian, at this rate they'll kill us all. You've got to get out alive. You're a junker. Just what have you have in mind? I've got a big fireworks show ready for him. Better that than get snatched.
What? You're gonna blow yourself up?
No, we're better off fighting together. Hey, it won't work. I'm hit in the thigh. Ow, oh, damn.
Ooh,
Do anything with a leg wound like this?
these are the vowels. E-I-O.
My.
Must be someone
Sometimes.
here.
Hey, I wasn't doing this job just for fun. I stayed ready for situations like this. I've always been prepared to go out with a bang.
It's December. A little late for fireworks.
So it'll be an off-season show.
No, I can't let you.
My belt's packed with TNT-PX. You know, that really strong stuff they use in the mines on Mars. One push, and this whole hospital will go. No trouble at all.
Random Agile is a suicide bomber.
Yeah.
Boy, go! What are you doing? Get your butt moving, you fool! Get out through this air shaft. I've got a powerful strobe on me. Its flash will screw up their sensors long enough for you to get out. Now, you with me? Fireworks are better from a distance anyway, Gillian.
Are you two finished chatting? Then I think it's time
I
for you.
literally heard all of that.
Yeah, I know exactly what your plan is.
When I give the signal, break into the air shaft and run. And don't forget your blaster.
Metal, stay with me.
Yes, sir.
Random.
Gillian! Doesn't look like I'm gonna have a chance to call in that debt you owe me.
Don't worry. I'll pay it back to the Snatchers with interest.
All right, go!
That was epic.
10%. That's what we agreed on, right? Whoa.
Dude.
Random died a hero. That was a great drippy dump.
Are you okay? Metal, something broken?
Okay, but it appears that language circuits have been damaged somewhat.
What happened?
That's just the voice actress doing that.
Yeah,
Bring us into this air shaft.
Rand,
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Gillian, that explosion should have taken all of Queen's Hospital with it.
the thick walls of this duct must have shielded us from enough of the blast. If it wasn't for Random, we wouldn't have made it. Oh, Random.
Gillian, we have no time for grief now. We
What a
must get back to
really
Sniper headquarters as
dumb
quickly as
name.
possible. Harry and Mika are in danger.
You're right. And I have to keep my promise to Random. But first, we have to figure out how to get out of here.
I can't see a thing. What should we do?
Look. Can you see anything? Completely dark in here. Investigate the darkness. This is no good. I can't tell anything just groping around like this. Metal, turn on your light, will you? I was waiting for you to ask. Let there be. Why didn't you just do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's try moving forward. There could be snatchers waiting for us. Please use extreme caution. How far does this thing go? Gillian, are you sure you want to? Are you sure that this thing has an exit?
I mean, it probably does.
Listen, I can hear the sound of water flowing. Then we must be close to it out of this thing. Metal, you picking up any movement? I'm afraid the shock of that explosion has damaged my motion detector. So is it working or not?
Yes.
I'm getting partial readings. They're not as sensitive as they should be. We get attacked in a narrow area like this. We've had. Please pray for us, Gillian. We've got to make it out of here. So I have to depend on my own eyes and ears, do I? Let's just go. Can't go back. Way is blocked by debris. Then go forward. Some kind of scratches here.
Snatchers.
Snatchers. Check them out. Oh. Check them out. This scratch was caused by the scraping of a very hard claw, like object of some kind. A snatcher? Maybe they were using this some kind of shortcut or back route. What's this? There's some sand spilled here. How did this get here? My light isn't powerful enough. It appears to continue on. I can hear water. It can't be a dead end. We could probably keep moving forward, but it's likely to be a dead end. Buried alive, eh? Great. Check real careful. There's got to be a way out somewhere. Keep looking. Baby. It's constructed quite well. There are signs that the construction to reinforce it has been carried out. For an air duct, the quantity of dust is quite low. So that means this thing is used regularly, right? Yes, there's certainly no reason why anyone would ever deliberately clean a duct like this. Chew. Gillian, it's Snow 9.
What?
Alright, now analyzing this sand. Iron particles, high quantities of phosphorus. This type of sand is particular to the M district in Neo Kobe. The M district, eh? Around the old factory, right? What's that? Right. It is quite unusual that particular sand would be present here. It was no doubt brought here by someone. It appears that the Snatcher was dragged through here. A human body would not cause such marks. Maybe that naked Snatcher we saw in an operating room. That's probably correct. An indoor structure before the artificial skin was installed seems most likely. Gathers and analyze a sample of the air here. Gillian, the results are as though I would have expected. There's concentration this thin. There is definitely Snow 9 present. Snow 9, huh? Is it okay to breathe it? You'll be safe at these concentrations. Good. I'm not reading anything at the moment. The farther we go, the higher the concentration. It must be coming from that direction. It's quite unusual that... Lower surface is construction of reinforced concrete. Luke. Both the right and left side of the walls of ducts have scratches on it. There's something hard had bumped into them. It's from the Snatchers when they moved through this duct, I bet. Well, it isn't powerful enough. We could probably keep moving forward, but it's likely to be a dead end. Okay. Listen some more. There's probably a sewer or something nearby. Okay. Reinforcing bars platform level 4 hardness steel alloys have been installed. It's quite strong. And that's what saved us. I guess we should thank them, eh? It seems this is not just a simple air duct. This does not seem to be just an ordinary air duct. It looks like the Snatchers have been using it to move around. These scratches and the presence of Snow Nine, I'd say it's definite. I sure don't want to meet up with any of them in a tight space like this. Advance. Alright, continuing forward. Finally.
Yeah.
Jeez, this thing just keeps going. Inside. You've got to be kidding, not here. Ah! Come on, button, don't be failing me now. What are you doing? Ah!
Shit.
Game over.
Come me over here.
It just puts us right there. Okay, good. You spend so much of the game not in these shooter sequences that
Yeah.
when they come up, it's like weird.
It is kind of nice.
Yeah. Ah, what the crap?
Dang,
Dude.
man. Taken out by these dang buggies.
No buggies. Ah! Bless you.
Thank you.
There.
Owned it.
I'm no longer reading any motion. Whee! They really build a lot of those things, don't they? Killian, are you alright? Yeah, I'll live. Took 2 hits, though. Those insectors must be the security for this area, which means that at the end of this duct... I'm not reading any more motion. Let's move on. Don't want to meet up with any more of those speeders. Speeders. Look, a way out. We're saved, Gideon. Metal, don't let your guard down. Whoa.
Whoa.
What in the world?
This is part of the tube liner, the city's long-abandoned subway system.
You mean Queen's Hospital and this were connected?
Yes, it would appear that the Snatchers were using this to move from place to place. This would provide them with the perfect way to move about while still avoiding the ultraviolet rays they hate so much. We should have realized this sooner. The city is crisscrossed by the tube liner's old lines, and since they are abandoned, the Snatchers could move undetected as well.
Aha.
That's how those 2 we caught a glimpse of at the abandoned factory where Gibson was killed were able to disappear so quickly. They must have used this subway.
Naturally.
The tube liner passes underneath that factory site as well. That would also explain why sand from the factory was in the air duct at the hospital.
So this is the trick they were using to stay out of the sun and avoid being seen while they moved around.
Now we know why it took so long to uncover them.
All right, let's follow the subway. We should be able to get out when we get to the nearest station.
Cutscene. How far does this bloody thing go? We're probably lost. I wonder where we are.
Need to try to call it soon, man.
Yeah, as soon as I can save it. Metal, can't you see what's up ahead? It appears that the tunnel continues as far as I can see. The only sound is that of our own footsteps. Metal, how much farther do we have to go to reach the next station? Since I don't know what our exact present location is, I cannot give you an accurate figure. This part of the system didn't have very many stations. We will probably have to walk quite a bit further. What part of the city is this? I believe we're probably underneath the MR district.
Mr. District.
Hey, Metal. Yes, Gillian. Nothing, just want to make sure you were awake. Ellipse. I cannot see anything else. That's the area we just passed through. I see nothing out of the ordinary. Gillian, what's wrong?
Look, Metal, light!
Yes, but this doesn't look like a station.
Woo!
There's a ladder.
Where do you suppose it leads, Gillian?
Up.
Up.
I don't have the slightest, but let's climb it and see.
All right, now climbing the ladder.
Thanks for the update, Metal.
We
Whoa.
seem to have emerged into an odd place.
Oh,
This room.
we're in the Nielsen's apartment.
It's Freddie Nielsen's bathroom. He was using this shaft from the bathtub to get down into the subway.
Who built that?
So that's
Yeah.
how he did that.
Ah, yes. As I recall, after you disposed of Lisa, he somehow entered the apartment without using the regular entrance.
Which he accomplished by using this secret passage into his bathtub.
The bathtub
What a
has
freak.
a double construction. The bottom is actually a lid. When they wanted to hide the passage, all they needed to do was fill the tub. And to get in and out, they would just drain the water into another tank.
Jeez. Double bottom bathtubs? Abandoned subways? Snatchers really go out of their way to stay out of the sun.
Okay, Gillian, let's head outside.
Word.
Word.